Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, a good hash is welcome anytime. Now this is a barbecue pork and sweet potato hash with cheese and eggs. So the hash itself has got barbecue pork, or you can use ham, whichever works for you, or whatever you can get your hands on. Sweet potato, some red bell peppers, some onions, and then nested some eggs on top. Put cheddar cheese on top of that, tossed it in the oven for the last little bit. So you got the cheese melted into the hash. You got the eggs in there. Oh yeah, a little bit of egg yolk there. Oh, that is absolutely fantastic. Oh yeah. That's dinner tonight, but that could be breakfast tomorrow. So let's go in the kitchen and make some right now. So here are our ingredients for this hash. Across the front, well, first of all here, the barbecued pork or ham, either is fine, whatever you can get your hands on. I'm using barbecued pork, and that is 8 ounces or 230 grams, and just chopped up. Could be a little smaller pieces, even those are some of those are a little bit big, but that's okay. Just chop it up into pieces. I've got here 4 eggs. Those are going to go in towards the end. 1 teaspoon of dried basil, a half a teaspoon of pepper, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Over here, 2 red bell peppers chopped. Here, 6 ounces or 170 grams of cheddar cheese grated. Over here, 1 onion. Now it's actually a large onion. Probably doesn't need to be quite that large. This one was like about that big. 1 onion chopped. And then over here, I've got 1.5 pounds, or somewhere around about 700 grams. Like it's actually 680 grams, but yeah, 700 grams, that's fine. Of sweet potatoes, scrubbed and then chopped small. You know, around about like that, somewhere between 1.5 or between 5 and 10 millimeters, around about there. You don't want it too big because you want it to cook evenly. All right, so first thing we're going to do, I notice I'm using the cast iron pan because it's going to go in the oven afterwards. So I'm going to bring that up to medium heat. Then I'm going to add in the olive oil. And I want to bring that olive oil up to just where it's starting to get fragrant. You know, it's heated up. Fragrance is coming off it. It's ready to cook. All right, so fragrance is coming off that. Surface is starting to ripple a little bit, so that is heated up. I'm going to add in the onion. That all in there. And the sweet potato. Yeah, that's a lot of sweet potato. And then the salt and pepper. And get out of there. And the basil. And then just stirring that around without throwing things overboard. Stirring that around. I'm going to cook this for about 10-15 minutes. I want to soften up the onion, of course. Soften up the sweet potato. Get that cooking. And then we're going to be adding in some more ingredients. So, just stirring occasionally. Keeping it moving around a little bit every once in a while. 10 to 15 minutes. See you back here when that's done. All right, that's been about 12 minutes. What I've been doing is every once in a while stirring it, but also making sure to turn it over so that all the potatoes are getting even cooking. And what you can see now is if you grab one of these, just grab one and pop it in your mouth. It's cooked, but it's still firm. Perfect. So, what we want to do now, I'm going to add in the pork. Yeah, I really could have cut that pork a little bit smaller, but that's going to be delicious. Add in the red bell pepper. And just, again, stirring and getting that all distributed throughout there. And just giving it a stir every once in a while. Now I'm going to cook this for another 8 to 10 minutes. What I want to do is, of course, I want to cook up the red bell peppers a bit. The pork is already cooked, but we're just going to heat it up. We're also going to get a little bit more, probably a little bit of browning happening. So that's going to be really delicious with those potatoes. And I'll see you back here in a little while. All right, so that's been cooking for about 9 minutes. And just what you want to be doing is every once in a while you're going through and you're just turning everything in here, stirring around. And as you can see now, the potatoes are at that point where they're just starting to break up a bit when you do this. And that is absolutely perfect. That's a good hash. Yeah, look at those. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to smooth that out. Take the heat off now. Get a little bit of a smooth surface across there. And then I want to make like a couple spots for the eggs to go. So 4 kind of hollows. Okay, let's get those eggs in there. There's one there. Another one right there. Look at those beauties. These are those beautiful free-range eggs. Look at the color of those yolks. I have these for breakfast every morning. I just love them. Oh, we got a little carried away on that one. All right. Shouldn't be talking while I'm cracking eggs, huh? Now what we do, take the cheese and spread that across the top. All right. It's going to go in the oven over there. 425 degrees Fahrenheit or 220 degrees Celsius for like about 5, 6, 7 minutes. What I'm looking for is that cheese is going to melt down into there. And I'm also looking for the eggs. I want the whites to set, but I want the yolks to stay runny because that's where it's delicious. All right, see you back here in a couple of minutes. All right. Well, that's the way I like it. It's still jiggly in there. Wow, that's going to be good. You got the cheese melted in there. Look at that, just deliciousness underneath there. All right, there we go. Well, that would be a good breakfast, of course. That's going to be dinner. This is good any time of the day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, you name it. This hash is fantastic. So, enjoy. All right, if you like today's recipe, stick around. There's a lot more here. Original Kevin Riley Kuma's Kitchen recipes right here on the YouTube channel. And make sure you subscribe because there's a new one coming out every Monday and you don't want to miss those. Also, if you're not yet a patron of Kuma's Kitchen, well, consider becoming one. As little as $3 a month, you can be supporting these videos, the creation of these videos, you know, the studio and all that. And also, you get all the cool stuff that the patrons are getting right now on the feed. All right, now go make this delicious hash and make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.